Hello Raiders! This is Lara Croft, and I'm about to show you lovely ignorance, what Tomb Raider games used to be about, before the series got dumbed down to oblivion, in order to pander to your lower IQ. We're now in Italy, homeland of the most prominent spaghetti eaters on the planet. If you don't see people around, it's because they're eating pasta as I'm looking for a way out of here. And this is my moveset. I can jump, roll, dash, dive, and change direction in midair. Just for that, I'm more than just a pair of big juicy tits. Go ask your favorite Instagram model if she's capable of any of this. I'll wait. But before you do that, look, there's a box here. I'll open it just because I feel like it. Nobody told me to do it, no visual hints, no interaction prompts, it just looked suspicious, so I shot it. And now time for a what's in my bag segment. I've got weapons, medikits, ammo, and this item I just picked up is a laser sight. I'll show you more about it in just a minute because, if there's one thing you need to know about the original Tomb Raider games, is that nothing happens by chance. Every item is there for a reason. The same goes for the level design. This ledge looks like I might be able to reach it, but I can't. Meaning, there has to be another way to get there. There might be a secret treasure, a special weapon, or maybe just the way I'm supposed to go in order to beat the level. I don't know yet. Maybe this way? No. Well, let's look around and see what I can find. Could it be there's a secret passage over here? Oh, never mind, I'm missing something. What do I do? Maybe if I jump I might be able to see. Could it be I'm stuck? That's it, I'm uninstalling the game as app. Seriously, these old games are so hard and unenjoyable. The new ones are so much better. I don't have time for...
No.
What? I can interact with this door? Now that I think about it, have I even explored all the rooms? The game didn't tell me. Oh, another box. Now, I admit these old games have serious issues, like, the controls are clunky and the shooting needs some work, but I don't think that's a good enough reason to completely throw this game model away, in favor of the glorified interactive movies we've been sold for the last 6 years. Now, what do we have here? It looks so tiny and grey it's easy to miss. It's almost like this game doesn't want to hold your hand, because that would defeat the purpose of playing a game about problem solving. Oh, a crowbar. Interesting. How much you wanna bet this is for the door I saw earlier? Thank you, I'm a badass, I know. Now, let's open this bitch. See? Easy. Okay, time for the laser sight. You just equip the gun, hold the camera button, and this happens. The game didn't tell me. It was just the logical thing to do. Speaking of controls, I'll explain some basic facts about how platforming is done in this game. Tomb Raider uses the grid system. Basically, everything can be measured in squares. For example, the platforms you can reach by just jumping are 1 square high or less, and you can land on them safely as long as you press jump when you're exactly 1 square away from them, like this. The best thing about this system is that, once mastered, it allows for pretty sick moves. The easiest consists in landing on top of higher platforms without interruptions. It's not required, but makes the game more fun to play. This is basically why I still play these games, because the movement system alone is fun. Not easy, in fact I just failed like a dumbass, but it's better than holding the W for hours. Interactive games are fun to play, who would have thought? After minutes of fruitless attempts, here I am, at the top, as you'd expect from a Croft. By the way, I forgot to mention medikits in these games don't just sit around where you can easily find them. Of course combat is not exactly challenging in these games, but more medikits, the better. And now the part that I hate the most about old Tomb Raider. The ropes. Slow as shit and there's no skill involved. How about we speed things up? There, finally. Now, back to the grid system. Normal and side jumps are approximately 1 square long. If we combine that with what we already know about the movement, we can do sick moves like this one. And I almost fucked up. Great. Now, let's skip these items and jump directly to the next stage. Oh, that's right. Here's one thing that doesn't really make sense. If I do this... No, wait, I got it wrong. Okay. Now, if I do this... I die. I mean, that's completely fine. Just don't do that at home. But if I do this... I'm completely fine. I mean, whatever, it's video games. Rules are for the fools, I guess. Now, one really cool thing about these games is that, more often than not, it places the next objective right in front of you, but in order to reach it, you need to explore, backtrack, fight, backtrack again, do some stuff, and only then complete the objective. Nothing is directly in front of you. Now, let's talk about the environment. Interactive objects and surfaces are easy to spot, but at the same time easy to miss, on purpose. When the game really feels like it wants to troll you really hard, you might need to use a flare, in order to see whether a very dark area hides a key item or a secret passage. Climbable walls are also easy to miss if you don't pay attention. Yeah, the climbing is slow as shit. They had 5 games to fix this, and never did, but hey, at least the rest of the game is actually fun to play. Good, time for more platforming, only this time the next platform is 2 squares away, as you can see from the textures on the wall. I'd love to show you the entire level, but I won't. This isn't a walkthrough. The point I'm trying to make here is, if you've played one of the last 3 Tomb Raider games and your friend, sister, lover, or favorite YouTuber told you some parts of those games feel like the old ones, they're either talking about the PS2 games that came out after this one, or just straight up lying to your face. Less combat, more optional mini-games, and more slow wall climbing, won't make a brainless, boots on the ground, third-person shooter gameplay like a Tomb Raider game. Feel free to like those games, but please, don't let companies and uncapable reviewers lie to you. And do yourself a favor and play the old ones. Start with the original Tomb Raider from 1996. You won't regret it. This was Lara Croft, over and out.